I want to talk a little bit about push CRM today and some of the disadvantages of using a push-based system. A lot of times we'll get questions when we first sign up a customer about round-robin distribution of leads. And most often the sales manager is thinking about being equitable across the sales force. So essentially making sure that if you have multiple members on your sales team, let's say we have Jim, we have Sue, and we have Tom. So we got 3 people on our sales team. And so the first thing they think is, I want to do what we call round robin, which is one of the most simplistic distribution methodologies. And the reason that most sales managers consider or think about pushing leads out to these individual salespeople in a round robin sort of way is to be equitable. They want to make sure that Jim gets 1 lead, and then as a new one comes in, Sue will get the next one, and then Tom will get the next one, and then if another one comes in for the day, we'll go back through that process again, and at the end of the day, as much as possible, depending on the number of leads that come in, the distribution will have been equitable. But let me show you a little example of why this particular setup and pushing out individual leads in a round-robin style will actually lower your lead conversion rate. So let's set this scenario up a little bit differently. So we're going to talk about, say, a 2-hour period during our sales day. Or even, let's take it even further than that. Let's just set up the scenario at the beginning of the day. Okay, so Jim normally comes in at 9 o'clock. Sue comes in at 6 o'clock. And Tom comes in at 10 o'clock. And let's say throughout the day, I'm ordering from my lead provider, or on average, I get 15 leads per day. So obviously, my ultimate goal or objective in being equitable is to make sure each of my salespeople get 5 leads per day. But here becomes the problem as we go throughout the day. So let's say early in the morning, at 6 in the morning, okay, I get 3 leads right off the bat. Okay, so this is 6 in the morning. I've just gotten 3 leads. In a round-robin style, 1 lead goes here, 1 lead goes here, 1 lead goes here. So let's make a little annotation next to this lead. Because I distributed or got new leads at 6 in the morning, this particular lead is going to age 3 hours before anyone's going to attempt to make a call on that lead. This one is going to get called immediately. Let's make it simple. 0 time, right? And Tom's is going to get called 4 hours from now. So let's go throughout the day. So let's say the next leads come in at 9 o'clock. Okay? So my lead comes in, I round robin again. I'm lucky, that one's 0. Sue's in the office now. Got another one at 0. So now I'm getting real-time conversion. Now we know, or real-time contact, and we know the first to contact is certainly more likely to convert. There's lots of research to support that. But you see, this one and this one I probably will not convert, because there's probably somewhere, based on time zones or just salespeople that are getting these leads are calling them, or somebody's using a pull system like ours that makes sure that those get called immediately. We're probably going to lose these leads. So that's 1 that's not going to convert. That's 2 that's not going to convert. All right. In this scenario, Tom's still not in, right? So I've got another one that's going to age an hour before I get a first call. Okay. So boom, I killed another lead. Now let's keep moving through here. Let's go now till 12 o'clock. Okay, lunch hour, right? So Jim's going to go on a 1-hour lunch, right, at 12 o'clock, so he's gone. I get a lead in here. Of course, it's, again, round robining. We're just assuming we're going in here in blocks of 3. Okay, so he comes in here. He's not here. He's going to take a 1-hour lunch. So there's another one dead. Let's assume Sue's going to take a 1-hour lunch too. Boom, there's another one dead. And let's say Tom's going to work through his lunch, right? So we're going to keep that one. But you can see real quickly, we've at this point got 9 leads throughout the day, and we've probably only got a reasonable possibility of converting 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've already taken out, just artificially taken out several of these throughout the day, just because I've pushed them into the queues, and just by default, by their timetables and when they're working, they're going to age. And as a result, you're going to lower your probability of converting those. So now let's switch this over to a pull-based system. So now this is a pull-based system, and the way that works is when a lead is available, there's a maximum cap. So this is going to be our maximum cap. So none of these individuals can pull more than 5 new leads per day. But if they're in and they're available and they can call the leads, they will be able to pull whatever available leads are there. So now let's go under a pull-based system and see the probability and the conversion rate just inherently will increase. So here we are at 6 o'clock. 3 leads come in. In this particular case, Jim is not in. He gets 0 leads. Sue is in. 1, 2, 3. She gets 3 leads. So no time is wasted on those 3 leads. She's going to immediately, boom, 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 call all 3 leads. Tom gets 0 leads. So there's no leads at risk at this point. I've gotten 3 calls in. 9 o'clock, okay? Boom. The leads come in, we get 3 leads. Jim's going to pull his. Sue's probably going to be aggressive, so she's going to get at least 1. Tom will definitely get none. And then depending on whoever gets off the call first is going to get this second lead, okay? So now we've got 6 leads in the system, and all 6 leads have 0 time or age on those leads, and all 6 leads have gotten immediate calls. Okay, so now let's go in at 12 o'clock. So at 12 o'clock, remember, Jim's out to lunch, 0 leads. Sue's out to lunch, 0 leads. Tom's in the office, going to work through his lunch period. 1, 2, 3. He gets 3 leads, 0 time, immediate calls are made. So now, in this particular scenario, I have 9 leads in the system. All 9 were given an immediate call. So you can just, this is just a no-brainer that this type of system is going to increase your conversion rate. And still, at the end of the day, you're still going to meet your primary objective, which is equitable distribution. So I hope this sort of helps simplify and make it easier to understand how much advantage you get from just, getting out of the push mentality and starting to use pull-based CRM. So again, you can get your inventory just in time when you're available, when you're ready to make calls, and no one else in the system is going to get leads if they're not available and immediately ready to make a call.